give you these reactions. Me and my LB on the way in to see the Batman. And yeah, let's go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Derek Robertson. Welcome to These Reactions, where we're talking and reviewing and reacting to everything: music, television, movies, and we having fun doing it. If you happen to like what you see here and you want to see more and you want to stay updated when I post, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and ring that bell. Go ahead and double tap that like button. Do whatever you got to do to stay updated when I post, and to just go ahead and take this journey on with me, because this is the first. This is the beginning of something that's going to skyrocket. I have full faith in that. I have full faith in that. In this channel, into these reactions. Today, y'all, we are talking about the Batman. The Batman. If I didn't say that earlier, that's what we're talking about today. The Batman. The highly anticipated new installment of the Batman, I guess, franchise, or this may be the start of a new trilogy, or
I hope it is
franchise. So let's just get into it. I got my brother here with me, Jeremy. What's up, big bro?
What's good, man?
My LB. We just went to go see the movie last night. We went at 10 o'clock and we didn't walk out of there till probably like 1 a.m.
The next day.
I'll get into all of that later. But we just went to go see it last night, so it's still kind of fresh on our mind. Also, this is going to be a spoiler-free review, so you don't got to worry about me spoiling anything from the movie. Just go out, after you watch this video, just go out to your local movie theater, support, and go see the movie. Alright, first thing I'm going to start off with. This movie, The Batman, 100% feels like a new Batman.
Yeah, it does, bro. Like a rising of like a new hero.
A completely new Batman from all the other Batman movies. And it's like, I feel like some people are either gonna like it or they're gonna love it. Like, I don't think anybody is gonna leave out of here like hating this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, honestly, at the beginning of the movie, I mean, it took a while to adjust to Robert Pattinson's new Batman and his take on it, because it is like so new.
Right.
One of the things that I really enjoyed and what made it so new to me is because they tackled different aspects of Batman that we don't see all the time. Like, they really, specifically, they dove heavy into the detective side of Batman. You know what I mean? So Batman, I feel like a lot of people forget that Batman isn't just like this
fight everybody in the
fighter in the fighter in the dark. And I'm swinging across with all my gadgets, this rich dude or whatever. Like, this man is really actually smart, and we actually get to see that. We get to see him crack these riddles that our antagonist has left for him. The Riddler in this movie is the antagonist.
You know something that's crazy though? With all the way Gordon came in, and like it clicks from him fighting at the train station to going to like a crime scene, and you like, dang, like this the Detective Comics. Like, this is the real Batman that I grew up watching. Like, hold on, man. Like, and he's young. He's in there like investigating everything, but seeing everything before CSI see it.
And yeah, he figured out like the riddle in like a couple of minutes. I would also say about the detective side of him is like, it's really cool how they shot it, and like just how the story progresses with the riddles. It's like it makes the audience feel like you're figuring it out as he's figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are moments where I feel like I got ahead of him, and it's like I got it. But then at the same time, it's like when things clicked, it wasn't too long before it clicked.
And it captures you. It like captures you to where you sitting there and you like, wait a minute, like Batman got all this. Now he about to go pull up on these people, like type thing. The police, the fact that he was one step ahead made everything feel like wow. And then when they finally seen Bruce Wayne outside of the suit. Like, bro, you really was like, wait a minute. Like, this how my boy look. You know, this how he's stepping. So that was real cool.
Batman is usually, for the most part, always dark. But for some reason, this had like a darker element to it. Like a more like gritty element to it. Like, even Gotham City felt like... Gotham City was rough. Like, I would not want to live in Gotham City. I'm like, I don't know why he even trying to say this place. Like, bro, like... Let this city go.
Right.
It's not.
Trying to live up to his
bro,
it
ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it, because the way Gotham City was is like, sheesh. It's like.
Yeah, and the thing was, man, it was so gritty to the point dude getting off the train and like about to get jumped. It's like literally you like playing for your life out here. And I like how they approach him and let you know that he was a younger Batman because he said I only been doing this for 2 years and I'm never in the right place. Like I feel like I'm never in the right place. Yeah. And I feel like once you watch this movie, you're gonna really be like, dang, you're gonna notice that Batman that we grew up on, it seemed like he was everywhere. Like, oh yeah. But this Batman was really like, this might be happening on this side of the city, but somebody get murdered on that side of the city. Yeah. So I can't even be everywhere while I wanna be. And the Riddler was his first like big like person villain fight.
I think there's one. I mean, this is not a spoiler, but there's just there's a thing in the movie where he's basically talking about because this is like new for him still. He's only been in it for 2 years. He says that like he has to pick and choose his battles. You know what I mean? And throughout the movie, you see that this new villain that has emerged, this psychopath, is really challenging him and pushing him to limits that he hasn't necessarily gone yet. And we get to see Batman mess up. We get to see him unpolished, which adds to why this movie is so different. I feel like in all the other movies, we get the origin story of Batman, why he became Batman, and then boom, he's just perfect right out the gate. Like he goes trains and then like, you know what I mean? We don't never get to like, they pass the trial stage of Batman. This was actually, we were seeing the trial stage. We were seeing trial and error. Like, you know what I mean? Trying new stuff and really fucking up. Another thing I also loved about this movie is back to like the dark side of it. I think what added to the darker element of it was this movie was super like realistic.
Yes.
Like it was very, very grounded in the world and in today's time. Like it didn't feel like a fantasy world. Like even though Batman is a fictional character and he's a superhero, it felt like, you know what I mean, if this city was real and it's a dude running around, like this is how it would really be in real life. Like nothing felt like over the top. Made up. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing felt like it was made up for the first time.
The acting, of course, you know I gotta get into the acting. Oh, yeah. You know I gotta get into the acting. The acting was great. Like everybody did a great job. Zoe Kravitz played the role of Selina Kyle / Catwoman. Even Catwoman felt like she was in her beginning stages too.
Yeah, like she was figuring it out too.
Like she was also figuring it out. Like she wasn't like this perfect like
I do everything. She like messing up stuff, like, man.
Everything about this gave like a younger vibe, like to Batman, and we can
grow with them.
You can tell that we're gonna grow with them. Yeah, like you know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make like a sequel and like, or maybe even a whole trilogy to this version of Batman. It'll be dope. Yeah. But I do want to shout out all the other actors. I don't know their names by heart, so I gotta look at my paper. Robert Pattinson's Batman. Cool. Like he did a good job. Like he didn't do too much. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come in there with the stereotypical Batman voice. You know what I mean? He found a voice that fit him, and it didn't like it wasn't too much like at all. Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman, like I said, Selina Kyle. Like they mainly called her Selina throughout the movie. They like no one really referred to her as Catwoman. But she did a great job. Colin Farrell as the Penguin was dope. I didn't know it was Colin Farrell. That's what a lot of people are saying, that like his transformation in this movie is like super dope. But I mean, I can see why. I can see why he did it. Like the Penguin was cool. Like it made me want to like see like
him produce it.
him progress more. Yes, and I want to see like what the Penguin is gonna do next. Jeffrey Wright as James Gordon. We got a black James Gordon, bro.
Sir. James Gordon was amazing. He was amazing, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been waiting for a black Gordon, bro.
Black James Gordon. Yeah, he's that guy.
And he was amazing for pulling Batman in like he did.
Yeah. He also he also had like an edgy side to him too. Yes. Like, cause like honestly, there was points where I was like, dang, did Jim Gordon do something? Like, is he behind it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did he do a little something?
But I knew he was suspicious. Like, wait a minute.
You know. Also, Paul Dano, who played the Riddler.
That dude did an amazing job. He was the first time I would think that the villain lived up to what the Joker was in the Dark Knight series.
Paul.
Definitely.
Paul, if this video comes to you, Paul, hey.
Brother.
Good job. Good job. I hope you went to go talk to somebody after you shot this movie.
Yeah, because you need a little help. You know.
Yeah, but we love you. We love you. That was but he did a really good job.
He did amazing.
Like, and the last time we seen like a live action Riddler was Jim Carrey.
So they had to be on phone calls, bro. They had to be.
Yeah.
Because Jim Carrey was there.
I wouldn't be surprised if you talked to Jim Carrey.
Right.
But like he was also still different from Jim Carrey too. Jim Carrey version. He was just like but like kind of more accurate in the comics in a way, in a realistic way. Like he was funny, he was like fucking crazy, and quirky, and all that stuff.
Popped up like, we supposed to do this together, man.
So that was cool.
Like,
and then the last pretty much like one of the other main characters, Andy Serkis as Alfred. He was good. Alfred wasn't in the movie like that much, but the parts that he was in like hit.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
he dropped some gems as well.
Yeah, he dropped some gems. Yeah, he didn't give like Butler vibes. He gave like you know, like house manager vibes.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Or like just like the father figure.
Yeah, so I think about the car chase next, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
The car chase next.
The car was amazing, bro. Like he was like, I got you, I got you, I got you. Ping was like, I got you.
Yeah.
And he don't got it. Like he came up and like, what's up,
bro? Yeah. So that moment that you see in the trailer where that car chase.
That was
so much more colder when you like see the whole scene. Like when you see that, that's probably like one of the dopest car chases I've seen, like in a Batmobile like style in a Batman movie.
Yeah,
like,
that push to start too though.
Yeah,
he just like, I gotta go. He had to go.
Right. And then the Batmobile in general, like even the Batmobile felt like new and like it felt realistic. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like this high fancy,
it wasn't a war
high
machine.
tech, like, you know, war machine car. It was like, bro, but it did have some crazy horsepower. Like when you get into the story, it becomes this roller coaster ride of Batman trying to figure out who he is and what is his purpose in doing what he's doing, and just becoming really and taking his past, the past of his parents, and really becoming one with all of it.
Yes, and I think he went from someone in the movie said, you know, they asked him who he was, and he said, "I'm Vengeance." I think we saw him go from being Vengeance and this revengeful character to forming into being, you know, a leader and emerging into someone that we wanted to see, you know, become a leader. Yeah. And that was amazing for, you know, us young people to see and also kids to see. Like, you know, he went from being this so much piled up person to, you know, being a leader, approaching close to the end of the movie.
Yeah, the music throughout the movie. Oh my gosh, like that added another layer, and I think it's what it gave like a mixture of genres. Like it gave like the psychological thriller genre mixed with horror, mixed with what we're already, you know, we're in an action film, like, you know, so it like, but the music really had all those like horror, psychological thriller elements to it. Like, it pulls you in, like it builds the anticipation for moments, like the footsteps, like every time Batman shows up is dope. Like every time Batman like walks in the scene, it's like, oh snap, you know what I mean? But yeah, although there's so many things that we enjoyed, I gotta talk about the things that, you know, that I thought was kind of like, Gotcha. Let's just go ahead and start off with the main thing, the number one thing. 3 hours, bro?
Yeah, the movie's too long. DC be doing too much.
3 hours?
You didn't have to do that for 3 hours.
It definitely could have been cut short, like a whole 45 minutes.
Right.
It could have been cut a whole 45 minutes.
That's my biggest thing that I was like, it's too long. That was it for me.
Bruce Wayne, you do not see a lot of Bruce Wayne. And I'm just going to say this to, you know, to those Bruce Wayne Batman fans, like if you're like a super fan of like the difference between Batman and Bruce Wayne, that's not really there in this movie. Like, you know, like Bruce Wayne doesn't really have like a specific like standing out like difference. I get from Batman. Like, I don't know. I feel like Batman and Bruce Wayne felt the same to me. Like, you know, Batman was dark and like this like emo type of dude, but Bruce Wayne was still like, he was like a dark, sad, looked like a rich, depressed emo type of dude. But like, you know what I mean? He wasn't like the Bruce Wayne from the comics or the Bruce Wayne from the past movies, like the charming, like rich playboy like type dude.
And maybe he has to grow into that.
And maybe we'll see him grow into that. That's another thing. So I don't know, y'all. Riddler's mask. I wasn't feeling Riddler's mask. Like, I don't know. It was weird. I mean, his mask was like, what is that? Like, I was trying to figure out what material is that. Like, I don't know. But I mean, Riddler was still great.
Yes, sir.
Batman and Catwoman, Batman and Selena. We all know that they have like that love, like that on and off love story in the Batman, and that's definitely in this movie. But there were times that it felt kind of forced, or it felt like it was too much. You know, like I feel like if they pulled back from that, like a couple of times, like it would have been just enough, or it would have been really cool to see their relationship like progress. Throughout like the Batman movies that come out of this one, like you know, if we see Selena come back, and I hope we see her come back because she was a good Catwoman. She was a really good Catwoman. So that would have been good to see like their relationship, their romance, like just their whole dynamic progress throughout the movie. It kind of seemed like they just threw all this chemistry, this like forced chemistry and like romance. Every time they were in a scene together.
They would just meet each other.
They just met each other. You know what I mean? And sure, they intrigued each other, but like sometimes it was like, okay, like that's a bit much. Catwoman didn't really. I won't say I didn't really like it. Catwoman didn't feel like an anti-hero, or not an anti-hero, or like an anti-villain. Is it anti-hero or anti-villain?
Anti-villain.
Anti-villain.
I said anti-hero.
Or anti-hero.
She's an anti-hero.
Right.
That's what she got.
Because she's not all the way evil, but she's not all the way good either.
Right.
It was cool, but it was weird. Like I wanted to see more of that, like throughout the entire movie.
Look at you, man, breaking down the movie.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These reactions and these reviews are like none other, y'all.
Yes, sir.
They like none other. So anytime you come to this channel, bro, we're gonna have some real stuff to say, but we also gonna have fun. So. Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Shoot. See you soon, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
You good?
Let me see. I think I hit everything. I hit everything.
You hit everything and more.
Bro,
you didn't do any spoilers. I'm proud of you.
I didn't do no
Neither
spoilers.
one of us. I don't know how.
Yeah, I didn't do no spoilers. Yeah, y'all. So those are the things that I enjoyed. Those are the things that we enjoyed. Those are the things that, you know, we thought were kind of weird. But overall, this was a good Batman movie.
I give it 100%, man.
He gives it 100%. This was a really good Batman movie. I'll give it a solid 80. I'll give it an 80.
Okay.
I'll give it an 80. Just because it was just so different. Like I can't stop saying that. Like this Batman, if their agenda, like the director was Matt Reeves. Shout out to Matt Reeves. I didn't shout him out. Great job. If his agenda was to make this stand out from all the other Batman movies, he did. He did
beyond that.
He got the job done. He understood the assignment.
Yes, sir.
I recommend going to see it. It was a good time. I don't feel like anybody's gonna hate this movie. Like I said at the beginning, like you know, it was good. You're either gonna like it or you're gonna love it. I don't think you're gonna hate it.
Right.
And that's it, y'all. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about the video, the movie. Did you like it? Was it your favorite Batman? Was it not your favorite Batman? Tell me what your favorite Batman is. Also, if there's a movie or anything that you want me to go ahead and do a reaction to, a review to, go ahead and also leave a comment and let me know, y'all. Without further ado, I don't know why I keep saying without further ado. Who says that anymore?
You keep it.
All right, y'all. I'm done. That's it. See y'all next time.